Will you please stay standing for the national anthem? You may be seated. Welcome to this momentous occasion, graduates, and thank you to the guests who have joined you this evening. I am Dr. Lori White, Vice President for Academic Affairs at Central Ohio Technical College, and I am elated to congratulate you on behalf of the faculty of Central Ohio Technical College. December brings with it many reasons to celebrate. Some of you may celebrate a holiday. Some of you may celebrate the end of one year and the beginning of another. But one thing in common brings us together tonight: your achievements as graduates sitting here in front of me. Tonight, we celebrate with you. Graduates, you have much to be proud of. I encourage you to share the pride you feel today and extend it to others. You entered this building as students. You will exit as alumni, our alumni of Central Ohio Technical College, and that is a tremendous achievement. Congratulations. I now welcome Dr. Bonnie L. Coe, President of Central Ohio Technical College.
Thank you, Dr. White, and I wanted to say to everyone, good evening. The faculty, the candidates, and the guests of Central Ohio Technical College are assembled. I now proclaim the Autumn 2017 Commencement Ceremony to be officially in session. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the members of the Central Ohio Technical College Board of Trustees who are able to be with us this evening. Trustees are appointed by the governor of the state of Ohio and by local school boards. As I call your name, please remain standing for recognition. Robert A. Montagnes, Vice Chair. Stephen A. Cohen. Barry M. Riley. Marion M. Sutton. Paul M. Thompson. And Gordy E. Yance. Thank you. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce Robert Montagnes, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, to offer comments on behalf of the entire board. Mr. Montagnes.
Thank you, Dr. Coe, and good evening, friends, graduates. It really is my pleasure on behalf of the board to just say a few words this evening. My young son asked me as I was leaving where I was going, and I said, can you maybe guess if I give you a few clues? It's certainly a very special event, much anticipated, something folks have been waiting for a very long time. And he said, I want to go to the Star Wars movie too. Will you take me? Well, someday he'll recognize that this ceremony is far more important than the opening of a movie. You have achieved something tonight that has required sacrifice, dedication, at a pivotal point in your lives. We certainly recognize your sacrifices, the time management, the support you enlisted from your friends, your loved ones, your family, and we certainly applaud your success. As you plan the next phase of your life, I would encourage you to make sure you remain connected to COTC and the alumni program. Remaining a part of an educational program will help you grow throughout your life. Also, as a leader of a nonprofit organization, I would encourage you to get involved with a local nonprofit with a mission that you have a passion about that speaks to your heart and engenders you to help develop a better community. Finally, I want to congratulate you and applaud you for this significant accomplishment, and I wish you the best going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Montagnes. Our autumn 2017 class is made up of 166 graduates. They are coming from 15 of Ohio's counties. The youngest graduate and the oldest graduate are separated by nearly 5 decades. The intergenerational experiences and perspectives you bring to the classroom, that perspective makes Central Ohio Technical College a rich learning community. You have been an essential part in your own education and the education of your fellow graduates. Whether you're still in high school or returning to school after many years, I am thankful that you chose Central Ohio Technical College. Some of you have yet to start a career, while others are advancing in their chosen career or changing their field of practice. The one thing you have in common, though, is that by sitting here tonight, you have demonstrated your dedication to bettering yourself, your ability to persevere, and that you have what it takes to succeed. You have accomplished much at Central Ohio Technical College, and now you have arrived at the culmination of your educational experience. That culmination is called commencement. May this be just one of many achievements in your academic, professional, and personal lives. It is my pleasure to now introduce the autumn commencement speakers, 2 of tonight's exceptional graduates. First is Kristen, let me get this right, Tormino, she's smiling, that must be correct, all right, who is receiving her associate degree in business management technology. Kristen, please come to the stage.
Hello. I am so honored to be standing here today speaking to you and graduating from COTC. For me, this journey began 26 years ago. I knew I always wanted to go to college, but it was a challenge. I came from parents who were blue-collar workers, and college honestly was not pushed upon me as a child. I did not understand the importance of it, nor in my era was it as significant as it is today. It was from no fault of their own, it was just not their norm. I started college at Marshall University when I was 18 years old. I lived in an apartment because, we made too much for help, and yet were unable to meet all the costs. I worked, went to school, and of course, my main focus was having fun. I was not ready, and the staff was not ready. It honestly did not end well, my college start, that is. I married someone I loved dearly and was blessed with my first treasured child, Lauren, and I would not change the journey for the world. That is the lesson learned. Our life may take twists and turns, but I believe it is all about the journey and that it is never wrong. Such is life. You have to do it. You grow and you learn. I ended up being a single mom for 7 years, so I had no option but to work and provide. I had to take the jobs and just do it. I struggled and I worked and I provided. It wasn't always easy, but we did it. In a way, we grew up together, she and I. I learned so much those first years, and I will tell you that college never crossed my mind. I went on to have my son, William. He was a surprise, but what a special one. We two became 3. I still worked, I still had to provide, and I was still a single mom. I eventually married and had 2 more children, Jaden and Sadie, and life was great. I thought we would be married forever because it was what I said. We were married for 13 years and life was not easy. We lived all over the United States, including Hawaii, and times were tough. And when the future looked bleak, I went back to work, and I found out quickly how difficult that was. Times had changed and everyone wanted a degree. It did not matter what experience I had and the life lessons I had learned, the degree was the kicker. So I found myself with 4 children and a single mom again, and it was not what I wanted, it wasn't what I expected, but it was what it was. When my last job laid me off, I got an invite to apply for the FAFSA. And I thought, why not? Why not me? So I did, and I got money, and I researched, and I applied to what was the best fit for me, and here I am. Like I said, the journey is what it is all about. It can be good or bad, but it truly is what you make of it. On this journey, we have highs and lows, but we're never promised tomorrow, nor are we ever promised a rose garden. I think knowledge is power, and I am so honored and privileged to have ended up at COTC. It was one of the best decisions that I ever made. From day one, I have been welcomed, made to feel important, and have entrusted my directions to such a wonderful group of caring and dedicated individuals. I honestly have never once felt left out, just another student or part of the bigger picture. To them, I am the big picture. I have met some of the most amazing, dedicated individuals that I truly treasure and will never forget. I have been taught that each day is to be lived to its fullest, that test scores or grades do not define you, that teamwork is essential not only in business but in our everyday life, that forgiveness, understanding, dedication, and belief are what we should strive for, not only as students but as human beings, that it's okay to ask questions, it's okay to not understand, and that it's okay to be human. We have learned our lessons in a class setting, but also many life lessons along the way. I am forever grateful to these dedicated educators who have been my mentors, my cheerleaders, who have pushed me when I was so burnt out I didn't even want to look at another assignment. They have made me believe that I am better than what I thought, that I can succeed in whatever I may choose to go forward and do, and that I can always reach out for help when needed, even though I may no longer be a student here. I truly hope that each of you have such a journey, that if you have not, you will, and most importantly, not the way I did it, but your way. It is important in life to treasure those we meet and to understand that it is not a coincidence. People are put in our life for a reason or a season. I hope that each of you know the difference. I hope we all succeed and never forget what a great journey COT was and will continue to be in our most precious memories of this time in our life. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Austin Yater, who is receiving his associate degree in fire science technology. Austin, please come to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Coe. Good evening. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight to celebrate this achievement which we've all worked so hard for. My name is Austin Yater, and I'm a fire science technology graduate. For some of us, we've reached the height of our educational goals, and for others, we still have more ahead. Regardless, it has taken us all motivation and determination to be sitting here celebrating tonight. Determination is one thing I'm very familiar with. As a child, I always wanted to be a firefighter just like every little boy does, but I did for another reason. I always wanted to be a firefighter just like my dad. Throughout school, I often considered other career paths, but I couldn't leave the thought of chasing my dream. After high school, I enrolled here at COTC and went to the Ohio Fire Academy my first semester to make that dream become a reality. While there, I realized that being a firefighter was tougher than I could have ever imagined. Early mornings of running and lifting and 12-hour days of constant training made me realize that it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, and I made a call home one night telling my parents I was done and I was coming home. On the phone, my parents reminded me just how much time and effort I'd put into this dream, and I would regret it for the rest of my life if I gave up. After hanging the phone up, I realized determination was all that I had that would get me through this tough time. On graduation day from the Fire Academy, where I'd achieved my goal, I looked back and realized that with the support of my family pushing me to not give up, I could achieve more than I thought I ever could. 1 year after graduating from the Fire Academy, I was shown the biggest example of determination and courage, but in a way I never expected. My dad suffered a heart attack while fighting a fire, and to anyone else, that would have been the moment they would quit and give up the job, but not my dad. After he healed, he returned to the firehouse, and this showed me that if he can be determined to overcome adversity, then I can too. So I owe a big thank you to my parents. Over the past 2 years, I've had some of the most challenging and difficult classes, but thanks to that one phone call I made 2 years ago, I realized that nothing was too difficult. And the same goes for every one of my fellow graduates. We've all had the motivation to begin higher education, and we've all had the determination to push through the tough times and the tough classes to be here tonight. With all that being said, I would be remiss to not thank the faculty and staff that have taken the time and effort to see that myself and the rest of my classmates succeed. I want to give a special thank you to the Director of Public Safety Services here at COTC, Kevin Reardon, and the Assistant Professor and Program Coordinator of the Fire Science Technology Program, Gary Johnson, for all their time and effort that they've put into my success along with many other students. It is because of the education and training that I've received here at COTC and at the Ohio Fire Academy that has allowed me to be hired as a part-time firefighter with 2 fire departments in the past year. I've also met some of the most influential and knowledgeable people and have had some of the best experiences that I never thought I would have. And because of COTC, I'll be attending paramedic school in the spring to chase a higher goal of becoming a full-time firefighter. I want to end with a message to my fellow graduates. As we all continue to go our separate ways after tonight, don't forget to stay determined and never stop learning. Avoid becoming stagnant in your professional life and in your personal lives. Always learn and chase goals, no matter how big or how small. So I'll leave you today with a quote that has influenced me in my life from Eric Thomas. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Thank you.
Let's take a moment together to express our deep appreciation to Kristen and Austin. Thank you both for sharing your experiences with us tonight. You and all of the graduates that are seated in front of me, you are an inspiration to the faculty and to the staff of Central Ohio Technical College. You're an inspiration to your friends and your family, and all future students and graduates of this college, we express our deepest appreciation to you. Before we hand out the diplomas, I want to just briefly recognize all of the caring and dedicated people who have supported you along the way. Will all of our COTC faculty members please stand for recognition? Thank you. Will all of our college staff members please stand for recognition? And last but not least, will the families and the friends of our graduates please stand for the recognition that you deserve? Please be seated. Dr. White.
Thank you, Dr. Coe. It is my pleasure this evening to recognize those students graduating with distinction. Students graduating with honors have earned an overall grade point average of 3.5 or higher out of a possible 4.0. The names of students who have achieved this level of performance are identified in the commencement program. Also, Central Ohio Technical College honor graduates can be recognized by the gold tassels on their cap. Will all of our Central Ohio Technical College honor graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Members of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society of two-year colleges, maintained at least a 3.25 GPA and are involved in numerous service projects on campus and in the community. Phi Theta Kappa members are wearing gold stoles. Will all of our Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. We also have graduates that are members of the Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society, which recognizes the academic excellence of students in the study of associate degree nursing. Alpha Delta Nu students are wearing apricot cords. Will all of our Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society graduates please stand and be honored? Thank you. Graduates that began taking college courses at Central Ohio Technical College while still in high school are identified by their green and white tassels. Will all of our high school options students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. And lastly, it is my privilege to recognize those students who are graduating as veterans or members of the United States military. Military veterans and active duty personnel are identified by red, white, and blue cords. We honor and appreciate your service to our country. Please stand for recognition. Thank you. As I call your degree or certificate, please rise. Audience members, will you please hold your applause until all of the candidates have been recognized? Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Business in Accounting Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Business in Business Management Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidate for the degree Associate of Applied Business in Information Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Digital Media Design Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidate for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Engineering Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidate for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Fire Science Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Health Services Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Human Services please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Law Enforcement Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Nursing Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science in Surgical Technology please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree Associate of Arts please stand? Thank you. Will the candidates for the Practical Nursing Certificate please stand? Thank you. Will all of the candidates please stand? Dr. Coe, I have the distinct honor to present and recommend on behalf of the faculty at Central Ohio Technical College these candidates who have completed all of the requirements for their respective associate degrees as well as one-year certificates.
Thank you, Dr. White. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Central Ohio Technical College Board of Trustees and the State of Ohio, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees and certificates with all the rights, privileges, and duties pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Let's give our candidates a round of applause. You may be seated. In recognition of the degrees and certificates just conferred, the diplomas will now be handed out.
Kristen Marie Tormina, with honors.
Austin Clifford Yater.
Emily Jean Hare, with honors.
Luke Nathaniel Preston, with honors.
Gabrielle Nicole Salamoni, with honors.
Annalie Elizabeth Shirley.
Rebecca Ann Thompson.
Elisa Jean Byers.
Layla Joanne Mills, with honors.
Holly I. Wonderly.
Simon Range Magabi, with honors.
Yasser Ali.
Chelsea Marie Schweizer.
Casey Lee Birchfield, with honors.
Haley Dawn Clark, with honors.
Robert Henry Fondrist.
Josiah Thomas Gastineau, with honors.
Cody Allen Mize.
Carly Helen Argyle, with honors.
Celeste Marie Smith.
Hannah Morgan Douglas, with honors.
Pamela Denise Ash.
Elisha Marie Rose.
Roland Trammell Moore.
Kyle Edgar Chisholm.
Matthew Avery Bubbas, with honors.
Ariel Jean Marion.
Josie Lee Gracial, with honors.
Sarah Ann James.
Taylor Marie Saunier, with honors.
Haja Kadiatu Ba.
Shanor Maju Ba.
Carla K. Bird.
Tracy Sue Beach.
Kimberly Michelle Byers.
Ashley Lynn Bush.
Corey Newell Cheney, with honors.
Kelly Sue Carter.
Mackenzie Alexandra Clark.
Jennifer Sue Semperman.
Marie Kathleen Curry.
Catherine Rose Daly.
Kristen Alexandra Dement.
Rachel Ann Dute.
Marquita Shantae Hamrick.
Brittany Lynn Hawker.
Tiffany Denise Hanna.
Katie Ann Hunter.
Ashley Lee Hinkle.
Haley Nicole Jeter, with honors.
Paige Marie Geralds.
Nacha Raylyn Lawson.
Lindsay Taylor Kiplinger.
Catherine Aaron Manili with honors.
Penny Macaria.
Sarah Elizabeth Newton.
Cassandra Elizabeth McDonald with honors.
Lisa Alexandria Pence.
Irene R. Nyachi.
Melinda Angela Rogers.
Tina Sue Ramsey.
Madison Marie Snedden.
Heather Sue Robison.
Takia LaShawn Williams.
Yulia Skarzanet.
Cassandra Lee Bauer.
Casey Dawn Varble.
Trisha Davis Milhone with honors.
Hillary Michelle Willis.
Lakin Paige Levis.
Rachel Michelle Collins with honors.
Kelsey Grace Rogers.
Jack Christopher Durham.
Chris Tina Westby.
Caitlin Nicole Raymond.
Erin Danielle Storzen with honors.
Stephanie Elaine Stevens.
Chelsea Lynn Chesser.
Tina Louise Barnett.
Dawn Marie Colopy.
Marshall David Lee Sillen.
Sierra L. Hurst.
Nathan Eric Zelmer with honors.
Jennifer Lynn Miller.
Amber Nicole Couch.
Aziza Suzanne Sidwell.
Jocelyn Renee Mahon.
Sierra Nicole Spencer.
Ashley Nicole Miller.
Brenna Leigh Woodburn.
Teal Stacia Richards. Cassandra Lee Smart. Cindy Lou Wall.
Will all the graduates please rise? All right. In keeping with academic tradition, you may now transfer your tassels from right to left. This is a visible symbol. You are now a graduate of Central Ohio Technical College. Now let's give our graduates a round of applause. You may be seated. I want to express my personal appreciation to the Commencement Planning Committee under the leadership of Renee White, Assistant Director of Marketing and Public Relations, as well as the many members of the campus and community who helped to make this an occasion for you to remember. Let's give them all a round of applause. This concludes the autumn 2017 commencement of Central Ohio Technical College. Please remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have recessed and the graduates have stopped moving. At this time, I now direct the recessional to begin.
Thank you all for playing. You're all very kind.
Oh, thank you.
You give up all your exciting evening to come here. You're absolutely right. Well, Don, you probably had the most exciting evening of all of us. Yeah.
I could have gone to the opening of Star Wars.
Well, that wouldn't have been any fun.
You don't know. Fighting traffic all the way back to home.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Hopefully it'll be a little less going home.
Got no lift left.
Did you come around on 270?
I came 70 because it said there was
I'm going to take.
Usually I go
Everything that
I go 76, 70 up past
have
Eastern
every spot on
to
the
30
right
to
over all the
16.
way.